YouTube, what's going on today, everybody? Back here with another video. And I'm gonna start this off with some people are gonna like this video and feel uplifted by it. Some people aren't gonna like this video and feel attacked by it. Whether things change or not is up in the air. It probably won't. But I'm going to try. And I was sitting on a video like this for a minute, but what kind of gave me the courage to just kind of do it was like Legend Sports Universe or something like that. In the Discord, he does like the fighter ratings, and also Phil Jones as well. Yeah, gave me some kind words in the Discord. That made me realize some people do enjoy real shit. They want to hear real shit. They want to hear people be honest. So that's kind of what influenced this video. So shout out to those two dudes. I'm King Juice. I've signed an NDA with SEI. I've been to their creator event where they pay for our flight, food, hotel. We got to meet Sean Porter, got signed memorabilia, cards, and just we got treated like royalty in North Carolina, of all places. But nonetheless, right, during that whole trip and any interactions I've had with these guys, I've never once felt pressured to only speak positively about this game, things that they put out. I've never once felt like I would be blacklisted for ever speaking out against or critiquing the game at all. Prior to that trip, I've had videos sort of like this, maybe not to this extreme, but sort of like this, where I critique things the whole video. Still was invited out to that event, right? So just want to throw that out there before we get this started. So, starting off, I get the notification on my phone, and I read it. I see that Carol, I forgot his first name. Carol, his fighter model is getting revealed. I liked it, retweeted it, looked over it, went back, quote tweeted it, asked for more, right? I want to see more character models. Went back, looked at the image again, and I was just like, damn, what in the GTA Online character creation is this? So I went instantly, almost immediately to the Discord. I didn't even look at the comments on the tweet first, which is wild. But I went to the Discord first and looked, and I didn't see anyone talking about it just yet. So I went back, saved the image, posted it in the Discord, and asked people for their thoughts. And I didn't want to leave people hanging, because there are people in there. Anytime ESBC is met with any type of criticism, they're in there with their pitchforks ready to fight or debate anything. Really try to persuade people into thinking their criticism's wrong, if we're being honest. And I didn't want to leave like people out, because I know guys like pugilists are like, I don't feel like typing in here because people will attack you. And we've had creators like Marshall Mine who says speak any type of criticism because people will bash me or think I have an agenda, things like that, right? So just showing you how really toxic people are. And it's crazy. Marshall had his critiques and people were bashing like, oh bro, you think the camera's bad, you think this is bad, yada yada. And now that he's like not saying anything, they're all love for him. Marshall's a great guy, things like that. So I notice things. I don't be talking about them, but I notice things. But back on track, I wanted to kind of throw the first, I guess, strike out there and say like, hey, I don't think this looks good, right? And then comments started coming in, and majority of people said that, hey, bro, this shit ain't it. And of course, the same people that will defend ESBC, they were doing it and either trying to minimize it, saying, oh, it's just his head up that looks bad, or oh, it's his beard. That's it. It's a beard. And they were even going on lines of like trying to put blame on the community, trying to make the community feel bad, by saying like, oh, they're not going to show us anything anymore because you guys critiqued it so hard. Now they're not going to do anything. They tried, but it was to the point. It wasn't like the Canelo model or anything prior, right? The consensus all around the Discord was it wasn't it. So they couldn't go after anybody. They couldn't attack. Shout out to Phil Jones. He took a brunt of the attack in the Canelo character model. He took the brunt of the attack. They were going at it for an hour, which is crazy. Some people said that character model looked good, and then you come back later, and now they're saying it's bad. It's people are inconsistent when it comes to this game. But nonetheless, yeah, they couldn't gang up. They couldn't go back and forth with anyone because they would have been met with 20 people, it felt like. So that wasn't happening. But I then went on to Coach's Corner. I think I asked someone. I asked Coach's Corner, and me and Coach are in like a group chat. He kind of said something, but at the same time, he didn't say anything. That dude's funny. That dude is funny. And it came off that he wasn't a big fan of the. I'm remembering what he said. That dude's funny, but it turns out that he wasn't a big fan of the character model. At least that's what I was picking up. And if I picked it up wrong, maybe Coach could comment and say, "Hey, nah, bro, I thought it looked great." He's not going to. I think I picked it up. I think I got his energy. But yeah, it's like, and also shout out to JMA. He was in there as well, giving critique. I think he's been critical as well throughout the whole process of this game. But Coach is definitely, like, he's silent with his things, but Coach is definitely he's got his critiques. That dude's funny though. And one thing that has me thinking, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I can only come up with two reasons. But why do people defend ESBC with everything? Like, this is honestly probably their worst piece of content that they dropped, and they're still making excuses, defending it, and yada yada, right? Making it seem little and all types of things. I'm just wondering, like, some people either think that us critiquing the game is gonna just slow it down and we'll never get the game, or like other people think that like they have to kiss ass to maybe get involved, I guess, with SCI, get in, play the game earlier, or whatever that case may be. Obviously, they're going to take criticism as they see it. And if it doesn't align with what they want in the game, they're not going to take it. It's just that simple. And obviously, I've kind of spilled my backstory about the creator event. So, like, you don't have to kiss their ass to get invited to anything. I feel like if you're actually critical and honest with yourself, they would probably want to work with you more because they want people to critique their game. So, I don't know why people do it. Maybe if one of y'all see it, y'all ain't gonna answer, but I don't know. And I'm gonna touch on two more things here, right? Excuses. People make excuses for the game all the time. When ESBC is up, right, when they drop a good piece of content, they'll use that content to bash Fight Night. But when the tables are turned, right, and people that enjoy Fight Night and aren't too high on ESBC come around, their first response is, "Oh, bro, it's an alpha still, bro. It's an alpha." Right? So the whole alpha thing, when it fits their narrative, they'll go with it's an alpha. They'll go with, oh, the team's small. They'll go with it's a late build. I've even now seen, this is crazy, I've never heard this. I've been in a lot of gaming communities. We now, as consumers or future consumers, we have to wait to critique anything, because when they drop a piece of content, we may need context with it. I've never heard that ever in my life, that a piece of content in regards to a video game, especially something as simple as a video game character, will need context to it. Really, the only context is that they revealed a fighter model and it didn't look good. That's the only context needed, right? So it's just weird and funny to me that there's all these different excuses, but you have Rack, who dropped that piece of content. He made it himself or whatever because he didn't want to take the art guys off of making the game. He tried to be a little productive, which hats off to him for that. But in his speech in the Discord, I'll probably have that posted, he didn't make any excuses. He just said, hey, I dropped the ball. I tried to do something on my own. I see people don't like it. That's on me. He started off with, that's on me, right? So it's just like, he's not making excuses. He's not saying, oh, y'all, it's just the beard. It's just the beard, or it's just his hair. Oh, it's the skin tone. Like, no. He probably didn't know it at the time, but he's probably like, damn, yeah, that he do look like Clayman from Batman. Like, he do look like Clay, right? So he's not making any excuses for himself, right? And then I was in there and I see people, I'm just gonna call it what it is, coddling him. Like, oh right, it's okay. It's okay. You did good. You tried. And it's like, bro, he's been in this industry doing this longer than I've been alive. I don't think he needs to know he can do it and you got it. You go, Tiger. Like, I don't think he needs that. But people just felt the need to do that. But the excuses, like I said, it's not gonna stop. There's gonna be, I don't want to call people fanboys, but like there are people that ESBC shouldn't face any criticism, and you should hate EA and yada yada, right? Nothing's gonna change. Also, to end it off, Jay Soba had brought up that y'all, this could be a tale of the tape character model, and everything literally lines up with it. The name bar with the flag on it, how the character doesn't have a lot of texture on the skin. He looks clayish like Canelo and Bivol did. It definitely looks like it is a tale of the tape character, right? But at the end of the day, it's not our job to go and find things like that, wait for them to explain things hours later. None of that's our job, right? So at the end of the day, the consensus with the community should be they dropped the ball. That's what Rax said pretty much. He slipped up, he messed up, he's gonna do better. That should be what we're all saying. Not making excuses, not trying to protect and serve, none of that, right? Hopefully, like, people that are afraid to critique the game in the Discord, pugilists, I may tag you in this, bro. Like, speak up. If you see something that you don't like, don't wait for somebody to lead it. If you see something, speak on it, say it. 9 times out of 10, you'll get other people more comfortable, and they'll start, saying, hey, yeah, I agree. And that'll get the devs' attention. Don't let these guys try to, throw their weight around or anything like that. But I'm out. I'm going to edit this and get this chopped up. I'll probably have this out Friday. But at the end of the day, it's crazy I have to say this. Of course, I think this game's going to be good. Of course, I'm very wishful and optimistic about the future of the game. Rag said that they're closing in on getting a lot of character models finished, so that's good. Don't get it twisted. A lot of people are going to take this as, oh my God, he hates ESBC or things like that. No. A lot of people are going to think that I took shots at them. No. I'm not necessarily really trying to take shots at anyone, but it's like things got to be said, right? At the end of the day, hopefully people's behavior changes and this community becomes less toxic, because in a way it is very toxic. It's very toxic to people who are on the fence or don't even really like the game, or they'll say they don't like the game, but they're keeping up with the game. Nonetheless, y'all, some people are going to like this, some people aren't. It is what it is. I'm out. Peace.